Americorps member with Guidestone, Colorado, and today we're doing a tutorial on seeds in the beautiful Salida area. And so I am here in the dome, which is where we have our seeds grow to be transplanted later. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about, one, how seeds grow without a gardener, and then two, how we can plant seeds in different fun places to see and experiment and have fun with, planting. And so let's get started. So to begin, without a gardener, how do seeds travel? So they are genetically engineered through all the ages that they are now here to travel in special ways. So some can fly like a dandelion, just blow it away and it gets caught by the wind. Some can float through water, and so that's a way that some travel. Some get stuck to, and we call those hitchhiker seeds. And an example is a burdock seed. And so, no matter how they travel, they're going to get to their new destination, they're going to be happy, they're going to be planted. And then, of course, my personal favorite is with fruits and veggies. And if you didn't see our story time this week on Monday with our other Americorps member, Taryn, I invite you to go check that out because she's reading Fruit is a Suitcase to Grow. And so please go ahead and check that out after this video. And so now that we've learned a little bit about seeds, let's talk about where we can plant them. You can find things in your house, and that's exactly what I did. So let me just show you a little bit what I found, and then I want you to pause the video if you're doing this with me, and go on an adventure. Go rip things apart. Okay, maybe not that, but go find things and bring them back, and I'll show you exactly how we can then plant in them. So for me, I have plastic bottles. So this is 1/2 of an apple bottle. I have glass bottles. You can't put holes in these, and I'll explain how we'll use these later. And then I have a regular pot that I had bought. I have egg cartons. I have tea bags. How interesting. I have eggs themselves. I have newspaper. I have cardboard. I have toilet paper rolls. I have avocado shells. So you can really find anything to plant in, and so let's get started. Now, when you're planting seeds, there's a few things that you want to remember. Seeds need water, nutrients, and good temperature, and of course soil. So when talking about your container, you want to make sure not to drown them. So we have here a container, and I have scissors. So if you are younger and you don't want to be doing something so dangerous, maybe ask a parent to help. But you're just going to want to make sure that the blades are away from you. Go ahead and put it in, and then just push that baby in. And so just make sure that you're right, being safe, and don't cut yourself. Another example, when it's a little softer plastic, maybe like this lid right here, what I do is I have a nail, and the flatter the edge on the top, the better, so you can take it out later. So we're going to want to just go ahead and put that in our little plastic bottle, and I have a rock here. You can use a hammer if you want that, but this is easy tools right here. So you're just going to hammer that baby in, and you're just going to make a few holes on the bottom, and bada bing. This one, I also found this mesh from an orange bag, and so I can use it to hang it out. So we can make this as fun as possible. I really like plastic containers because you can later on see roots growing, which is really fun because roots are all different. And so you can kind of compare and contrast all these different roots. Now here on this side, we have more of the breaking down type of containers. So here's an avocado peel. You just add soil. You can make holes if you want, but you don't necessarily have to. Just make sure to watch if you're overwatering. I have a toilet paper roll right here, and so how we make this is you just grab a toilet paper roll, you cut a few edges into the sides, and then you just kind of fold them all over. You can add tape if you want, but the soil should be enough to hold them down. And then I have a regular cardboard box, and then I have newspaper. And so newspaper is where we're going to bring that round bottle in. We're gonna grab some newspaper. I like to fold it over twice to make sure it's more sturdy. And then I kind of just bring that baby around, make sure it's hanging off the edge a little bit, because you're gonna wanna fold that in later. And then you're just gonna fold it around, you're gonna grab some tape, and you're gonna tape it all up. And then when you get to the bottom, you kind of just fold it like a present. It makes you feel really happy. So you just kind of push it down, and then you fold it on over, and voila, it ends up looking like this. And so now we're gonna get to the fun experiment time over here. So I have here just regular soil in an egg carton. Again, I added holes to the bottom. And then I have here a tea bag, which I just ripped open, and I already added my pumpkin seed. I like to use pumpkin seeds because they're bigger and easier to see. And I have a few examples of seeds that I can explain in a second. And then eggshells. This one's my favorite because it gives the plant extra calcium. And so how I go about this, I use a little bowl, make sure it's clean, not any dirt in it, because you're going to want to eat that egg later. You crack the top, excuse the loudness. You're going to make sure that all the eggshells, and make sure your hands are clean, because you're going to want to eat this egg later. Just make sure the top is able to free the egg, and so you can get dirt in here. And you're just going to plop that baby right on out, and then add your soil. So I have a little soil here. Make sure you have something under it because it will make a mess. And then voila, you go ahead and put it with the other ones. You can put them on, I like to use bottle caps to hold the eggshells, and so it ends up looking really pretty. If you don't remember what you end up planting on these, you can always write in what you're planting, and so making sure that you follow what, that you track what you're planting is a really good idea. Now for the planting itself. Here are the seeds that I have. I have beet seeds. They're really fun to look at, and I really love beet seeds. I have calendula seeds that are also really fun, and they're like a really cool shape, and they're really large. Pumpkin seeds, we save these ourselves, and maybe part 2 of seeds, if we end up making a video like that, I'll show you how to save seeds. We have sunflower seeds, corn seeds. Corn seeds are really fun and an example of a seed that you can eat. Pea seeds, also an example of a seed you can eat, and bean seeds, also an example. And so when planting these seeds, make sure you read the back of your container. And if it says that you'll need to plant things a certain width apart, that's not as important if you're going to transfer your plants later, because you can always scooch them apart later. But if you are planting in a container that's going to be more every day in your home all the time, make sure you listen to these guidelines. And then also your beautiful friend Google will also tell you more about the information on the seeds that you are trying to grow. Now, after you do that, another important fact is that once you put your seeds in, you kind of want to just make holes with your finger. I find that's the easiest way. I don't know if you can see that. Once you put your seeds in, you want to make sure to close them up. Make sure they're nice and covered. And then you're going to want to water them in. So I have a water bottle right here. And the most important thing when you're doing this in your house is trying to keep as little mess happening as possible. And so we like to have a container to catch any excess water. And you're going to want to keep that under your container at all times. So I have a plate. You can use aluminum if you want, or you can use a plastic container. As long as it captures any excess water, that's a good thing. Note with aluminum, it is acidic to a lot of plants. So make sure you're not planting in an aluminum container. Or you can like do an experiment and see how it goes and tell me how things work out. So you're just going to want to water those babies in, and voila, wait for them to grow. Make sure you water everything that you've planted today, and I'm so excited to see what you've planted your seeds in, and I hope that you learned a lot about seeds, and I hope you do more research. Please comment and like this video, and thank you so much for joining me today.